In this demonstration, I'm going to show you a couple useful things that you can do with Digital Photo Finalizer. Namely, I'm going to show you how you can rename a batch of photos and also how you can change the file format for a bunch of photos. So to get started, let me get started with this bunch of photos that I have here. I have this folder called Bermuda and I have a bunch of images in it. Now, typical kind of a thing that you might want to do with a bunch of photos like this is, let's say you want to go through each one and make some individual adjustments to each photo. I opened up the first photo here, and let's say I wanted to make this one a little bit lighter, and I'll say save as, and for these photos what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a folder called adjusted, where I'll put these adjusted images. And so I saved that first one. Now I've got the next image, and let's say the next image, the auto adjust looks fine for it, so I'll just say save. Maybe let's take a look at the next image. Let's say, well, this looks a little bit reddish. Maybe I'll try the allow hue adjustment on that, and so I'll say save as, and I'll save the image again. And you get the idea. Basically, I'm going through each image and I'm making individual tweaks on each image. And at this point, I have my images here, this folder of adjusted images, but it would be nice to rename all the images in here. Let's say I could have been doing this with 100 photos, and I could have 100 images here. And it would be nice to rename all these and give them more useful names, sort of to replace the cryptic names that the digital camera gives to the photos. And you can do that with the batch processing. Now, I've already done all the adjustments that I want done on the images, so the point here is I just want to rename the photos and I don't want to adjust anything else on the images. And you can do that very easily with the batch processing, and I'll show you how right here. First thing, I'll go and I'll select that folder with my adjusted images. Next thing I'll do is, this is a key thing, I don't want anything done to the images. I've already done all the adjustments that I want, so I'll uncheck all the tasks that are listed. So now nothing is selected in terms of tasks, so that means that nothing will be done to the images. They'll just be saved in the new location that I specify, and I'll make a new location. I'll make a new folder called renamed, and over here, this is the key thing also. This is where I give the photos their new names. Now I'll call them Bermuda underscore because they're pictures of Bermuda, and if I call it Bermuda underscore and then say ends with number sign, the software will replace this number sign with an incrementing number, so it will be Bermuda underscore 1, Bermuda underscore 2, and so forth. And using a setup like this, I can just rename a bunch of photos without making any other changes to the photos. So if I say process images now and say OK, click here, I can go and see the folder that was just created, and I've got my renamed photos right here. Another thing that you might find useful is you can change file formats for images. Again, if you just want nothing done to the image, you just want to change the file format, if you click on specify and have all the tasks unchecked here, so you're saying I don't want anything changed on the images, but you just want to specify a new file format, you can do that as well. And just to show you something here, I'm going to keep the original names on the photos. If you leave starts with and ends with blank and you say insert original file name here, then it will just keep the original file names. And last, I'll make a new folder. Since I'm saving them as PNG, I'll name the folder PNG here. And if I say process images now, basically it's going to take my original photos and just save them as PNG. And the one difference is the file extension is going to be PNG now instead of JPEG. So I say accept. And you notice it takes a little bit longer now because now the software actually has to open the image and then resave it in the new file format, whereas before it was just renaming the files without even opening them. And I can click on the link and take a look at the folder, and you see that I have the new PNG images here. So those are just a couple additional useful things that you can do with this software. You can download Digital Photo Finalizer from www.digitalphotofinalizer.com. You can download it, try it out, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you.